Hello and welcome. Before we talk about stress patterns, relationships, or practical tools, I want to begin with something foundational because how we understand stress changes how we relate to ourselves and to one another. And here's the first thing I want you to hear clearly. Stress is not a personal failure. Most of us were never actually taught what stress is. We were taught to manage it, to push through it, to calm down, or to handle it better. But very few of us were taught to understand it. So that's where we'll begin. Stress is not just a feeling, it's not a weakness, and it's not lack of coping skills. Stress is a nervous system response. It's your body and brain responding to perceived pressure, threat, or demand, especially when something important feels at stake, like safety, connection, belonging, control, or worth. And here's something that matters deeply in this work. Stress responses are not chosen, they're activated. When stress rises, your nervous system reacts even before you have time to think through it. Your body and emotions often respond first, tightening, bracing, speeding up, pulling away. And only after that does your thinking mind try to catch up. And that's why, under stress, even well intentioned people can say and do things that later they don't recognize. Not because they don't care, but because protection has taken the lead. Stress is about protection, not brokenness. In The Wholehearted Child, I write about how children make sense of the world through felt experience long before they have words. And the same thing happens for us as we continue to grow into adulthood. When pressure rises, the nervous system shifts into protection mode, and that shift happens quickly and automatically. So, in this work, we're not going to start by fixing behavior. We're going to start by understanding stress because behavior makes sense when we understand what the nervous system is responding to. Stress does not mean that something is wrong with you. It means something in you is trying to keep you safe. To understand stress, it helps to know just a little about how the nervous system works, not in a scientific or technical way, but in a human one. Our nervous system is constantly scanning for safety and connection. We learn what feels safe or unsafe very early in life through our attachment experiences, the way that we were soothed, seen, protected, or left to manage on our own. When stress rises, the nervous system moves quickly into protection. And what often shows up first isn't a clear thought, it's a felt response. You might notice your body tightening or bracing, your emotions intensifying or collapsing, your thoughts racing or wanting to pull away. This isn't random. In this work, we understand stress as moving through three primary pathways, often called the three centers of intelligence. They are the sensing body, the feeling heart, and the thinking head. Each of us tends to rely on one of these pathways more than others when stress rises, not because it's better or worse, but because it once made sense and helped us cope. Later, we'll explore how these pathways connect to specific inner narratives and relational patterns. But for now, I want you to simply notice this. Stress doesn't just affect what we think, it affects where we go first for protection in our body, our heart, or our head. There's an impact on relationships, and one of the reasons stress feels so disruptive is because it narrows our focus. Under stress, we listen less, we interpret more, we react faster, and we protect sooner. And stress doesn't stay contained inside us, it moves into the space between us. And that's why stress can create distance even in relationships that matter deeply, not because the relationship is broken, but because the system is overloaded. Here's a gentle reframe I want you to carry with you throughout this entire experience. Stress is not the problem. Unrecognized stress is the problem. When stress goes unnamed, it runs the show. When stress is recognized, choice becomes possible again. Awareness is not the end goal, but it is the beginning of agency. As you move through this module, I'm not asking you to change anything yet. I'm inviting you just to notice. Notice how your stress is rising in you, where you feel it first in your body, emotions, or thoughts, and what tends to happen for you next. There's no right or wrong answer here. Curiosity is the goal. In the next module, we'll begin to explore how each of us manage stress differently and why understanding those differences can soften the way we relate to ourselves and to others. Take good care of yourself as you move forward, and I'll see you in the next module.